Hi, today's video we can talk about role-based access control. Here we can use this role-based access control to give access to the resource that running in the Kubernetes cluster based on the individual users or specific users. Here first we can create a one role and we can give the what resource we want to access, then mention that resource, and here we can give the permission, what permission we give to that resource, all are mentioned here. And then finally map that role to the role binding. Here I have one diagram here. So here there are two roles, one is the role, another one is the cluster role. This role across work in the specific namespace level, but this cluster role work across all namespace level. It is a cluster level. So here you can create a one user, one role, and that role we had mentioned the what resource we want to access and what is the permission we need to give that resources, and then create a role binding. Then create a role binding, map the role to this role binding, and map the users also here. The same step followed for the cluster roles also. Today video I will create a role and a role binding. Let's move to the AWS management console. Here I have the three nodes, all are in running state. I already connected to my master node. Let's see how to create. Here I not create a YAML file. I create using the imperative commands. Type this command: kubectl create role -h. This command helps to show what are the commands related to this kubectl create role. So you can see these are the example commands to create a role using the imperative, and I copy this based on our requirement. I will edit this command. I paste here and I edit this. Here resource I mentioned pods, and I will add create permission here, and these are the permission I gave: get, list, and create, and then I give the role name. I will give the role name pod role, then enter. Now that role will created. Let's check. kubectl get role. So here we created the role. That role have the give access to the pod with a specific set of permissions. kubectl describe pod kubectl describe role, and then enter the role name. Here you can see the resource name is pod, and we will give the permissions get, list, and create. Now I create one role binding. Type this command: kubectl create role binding -help. This command will show the role binding related commands, and here I copy this kubectl create role binding, and they will mention here, we will give the name. I will give the name pod bind, and here we need to map the role. If you have the cluster role, map here, and if you have the role, map here. Here I have the role, so I map this role here, role, and then enter the role name. My role name is pod role. So let's check. So here role name is pod role, and then here we can mention the username. User. I will give the username Jen, and this is enough. If you mention the role binding name and the role and the users, then you enter. Now you got one response. Role binding is created. Let's describe this. kubectl describe role binding, and then enter the name of that role binding, pod bind. Enter. Here you can see the name is pod bind, and role name pod role, and the subject is the kind user, and the name is agent. Let's see how it will work. Here we will give only the three permission, that is get, list, and create. Now I try to create one pod here. kubectl run app one -, image nginx. Here I mention the user as Jane. Wait, we will check. I will try to create. Now defaultly that's probably created. Now I try to create the deployment. Sorry, now I try to delete this pod with that name, because we here don't give the delete permission. We will try. Yeah, you can see you got the response. User Jane cannot delete the resource in API groups in the default, because here we don't give the delete permission. So now I try to create the another pod. kubectl run app2 -image nginx as Jane. Now this is created because we will give the permission to create, get, and list. I try to create the one role with the Jane kubectl create role. I copy this and paste here, and here I will mention user. Hit enter. So you got the response. Role RBS authorization is forbidden. User cannot create roles. Yeah, because we create only the pod here. So we got the error message. Here we don't create any role. So this is the way to create the users and give access to the users. The same steps followed for cluster role also. And then another way to create the role and cluster binding using the configuration file. I will show here. Here you can see, here you will type RBAC and go here, or you can copy and paste using the V8 text editor, copy and paste here and create a one configuration file based on your requirement. Then you can apply, you create a role and role binding. Thank you.